Good afternoon everyone. Today we will discuss the another important topic of the human reproduction. Last class we have discussed about the gametogenesis, right? So gametogenesis, it is followed by the two types, that is spermatogenesis and the oogenesis. So what do you mean by spermatogenesis? It is nothing but the formation of the sperms in the seminiferous tubule of the testes, that is nothing but the spermatogenesis. And this spermatogenesis which will takes place, where it will takes place? In the male testes, right? It will takes place in the male testes. So now we will discuss about the oogenesis. So as I told yesterday, the oogenesis which will be takes place in the female ovary, right? It will takes place in the female ovary. So as I am telling, in the spermatogenesis, the sperm formation which will be occur, it will be occur when the male attain puberty. So when the male it is attain the puberty only, then the formation of the sperms will be going to take place, and it is a continuous process. It won't be discontinuous, it will be continuous. It means the process will not be shortened out or again it will be started. It is not like that. It is a continuous process. The spermatogenesis, where it is a continuous process, understood? Now in oogenesis, it is a discontinuous process. It is a discontinuous process, and this process which will be that means it will initiate in the embryonic itself. It will be initiated while the embryonic development. It means the fetal, when the fetus start developing, by the time only the oogenesis will be going to take place. It will start, it will initiate at the embryonic stage only. Before going to know about the oogenesis, we will just discuss about the development of the follicle as well as the ovarian cycle. So we will discuss about these two things in a brief way. Next we will look into the development of follicle. As well as ovarian cycle, as well as the ovarian cycle. So as I told, the oogenesis which will be going to take place, or it will initiate it in the early stages, that means it is in the fetal stage or the embryonic stage. So let us now discuss how this follicle will be developed and how the oogenesis will be going to take place. Now, so here, look into here. So the follicle, that means during that embryonic development, during the embryonic development or the fetal development, so the diploid, that means 2N, diploid germinal cells. So when we are discussing about the development of embryo, we told that, so what is the embryo? It is of diploid in nature, that means 2N. So they will form a diploid germinal cells. What they will do? These germinal cells which will undergo repeated divisions. They will undergo repeated divisions to form what? Oogonia, or it is also called as a mother cell. Here mother cell, understood? So if I am taking an example, right? So how this oogonia will be formed, we will look into it. So initially, whatever the oogonia which is formed at the initial, at the embryonic stage, it will form millions of oogonia. They will form millions of oogonia in each ovary. Let us look into it. You just assume that it is a mother's womb which will carry the female gamete, right? It will carry the female gamete, so which is have a ovary. So this is included, it is a ovary. So the ovary of the female gamete of the, which is present in the mother's womb, which will, what will happen here? So the ovary of the female gamete which is present in the mother's womb at the initial stage, as I told, these germinal cells which will undergo to form what? Oogonia. So at the initial stage only they will form a millions of oogonia on the each ovary. So they will form a millions of oogonia. Understood? They will form a millions of oogonia at the initial stage or at the time of the embryonic development or the fetal development. So it will present on the each ovary. So after this the ovum it is not produced. That means the oogonia at the very initial stage. That means the oogonia at the very initial stage it is of millions, right? It is of millions of oogonia, but after once it attain the puberty, so what it will stop. So this oogonia will not be produced, that ovum will not be produced, it will be stopped. So once after they attain the puberty, again the cell division will be going to takes place. That means the division which will be going to takes place. Why it will be stopped? We will look into that afterwards. So this oogonia will be stopped and there will be no formation of oogonia. It is formed, or it may be it is destroyed, or it will be degenerated. So the diploid oogonia. So this diploid oogonia which will undergo what? They will undergo repeated division, mitotic division to form what? Primary oocyte. They will form a primary oocyte. So they will form a primary oocyte. So ಈ primary oocytes ಅಲ್ಲಿ division ಆಗಬೇಕಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. So division ಆಗಬೇಕಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, but division ಆಗಲ್ಲ. They will halt. So the division which will be halt, that means the division of the primary oocytes which is basically halt at a particular stage. ಯಾವ stage ಅಲ್ಲಿ halt ಆಗುತ್ತೆ? It is halt at the prophase of meiosis 1. So meiosis 1 which will have a different stages: prophase, anaphase, metaphase, telophase, and these prophase which is having a different kinds of phases: leptotene, zygotene, diakinesis and pachytene. You have studied in class 11th, right? So this primary oocytes will, the division of the primary oocytes which will halt at the stage of prophase 1. They may ask for the NEET in 2016. They will ask this question in the NEET. So at which stage of the primary oocyte will be halt or the arrested? It is in the prophase 1. It will form a prophase 1. So whatever the cells which is formed, it is a primary oocytes. So these primary oocytes which will surround whatever the near the primary oocytes, so they have a cells, right? So that is nothing but the granulosa cells. So near the primary oocytes, the presence of granulosa cells, what will they do? These granulosa cells which will surround, which will cover the primary oocytes. If I am taking, this is a primary oocyte, so granulosa cells come near, what they will do? It will cover this primary oocytes to form what? Primary follicles. So they will form a primary follicles. So these primary follicles, as I told, at the initial stage only they will form a millions of oogonia, right? So here in this primary follicle only they will form what? They will form 60,000 to 80,000 of follicles will be formed. Out of this only 100 will be left. So others will be degenerated. Why? Because of the follicular atresia. The process of degenerating of follicle is nothing but the follicular atresia. So the degenerated follicles we called as arteric follicles. Arteric follicles. So this is how the follicles have been developed, right? So from here the cyclic changes which is going to happen, that is nothing but the ovarian cycle. So the cyclic changes which will occur in the ovary, that is nothing but the ovarian cycle. This ovarian cycle which will start from the primary follicle. So this primary follicle which is present in the ovary. So this primary follicle, again what they will do, this granulosa cells which will surround the primary follicles which will form what? Secondary follicles. They will form a secondary follicles. So these again the secondary follicles which will be surrounded by the granulosa cell. They will attach to the granulosa. The granulosa cells will come and attach to the secondary follicles to form a tertiary follicle. They will form a tertiary follicle. So here the important characteristics, the important property which will be seen in the tertiary follicle, which is nothing but the antrum. So we have studied, right? What do you mean by antrum? It is a fluid filled cavity, which is the cavity which is present in the Graafian follicle, which is of fluid filled cavity, which is nothing but antrum. This antrum which will be present in the tertiary follicle. At the stage of this, here the antrum will be present. So this tertiary follicle will matures into Graafian follicle, which will be converted into mature Graafian follicle. You can see here at this stage what will happen. As I told, the primary oocyte will be stop dividing. So what will happen at this stage? This primary oocytes which will divide to form a two unequal sized cells. So the primary oocytes, which will divide, undergo what? Divisions to form what? Two unequal sized cells. One is secondary oocyte and the first polar body. So this first polar body will be degenerated or it will be disintegrated. So this secondary oocytes, what will happen here? So this secondary oocyte which is present, as we told when we are discussing about the Graafian follicle, right? The cumulus oosporus which consists of a secondary oocytes. So this secondary oocyte which will be present in the where it is present in the Graafian follicle. So this secondary oocytes which will deposit a layer. So they will deposit a layer called zona pellucida. Zona pellucida. So they will deposit a layer, that layer called as zona pellucida. So what happened? This mature Graafian follicle will be ruptured or it will be break down. So when it will break down? At the 14th day of menstrual cycle. So 14th day of menstrual cycle, so this Graafian follicle will be ruptured or it will be broken down to form what? They will form what? They will form a corpus luteum. So they will form a corpus luteum. So this Graafian follicle, when it is ruptured, they will release the what? They will release the oocyte from the Graafian follicle. The oocyte, the secondary oocytes will be come out. That is nothing but the ova. That process will be known as ovulation. The oocytes which will come out from the Graafian follicle, that is nothing but the process of the gamete which is come out from the Graafian follicle, that is nothing but the ovulation. That is nothing but the ovulation. The release of the oocyte, that is release of the oocyte from the Graafian follicle, that is nothing but the ovulation. So what will happen after this ovulation? So after this ovulation, the Graafian follicle which will convert, as I told, which will convert into yellow yolk body, that is yellow body, which is nothing but the corpus luteum. So that is nothing but the corpus luteum, where this corpus luteum will secrete the progesterone hormone. So it will help in the process of this progesterone hormone, which will be very much important for the process of what? Fertilization. So for the process of fertilization. So this is about the development of the follicle and the ovarian cycle. So what will happen? This corpus luteum will be disappeared So they will become disappear. The degenerated corpus luteum, that is known as what? That is known as corpus albicans. So that is called as the degenerated corpus luteum. We called as corpus albicans. Okay. Will just summarize the development of the follicle and the ovarian cycle. How the development of follicle which is happened, the diploid germinal cells which will undergo mitotic division, they will form a oogonia, that is nothing but the egg mother cells, right? So this oogonia which will undergo, this diploid oogonia which will undergo what? Division, mitotic division to form a primary oocytes. So this primary oocytes will be all at the prophase 1 stage. So the division will be stopped. That means the division will be stopped at the prophase 1. It is the longest phase. It will stop at the prophase 1. But what will happen? So these primary oocytes, which is near to the primary oocyte, the cells of granulosa, which will surround the primary oocytes to form primary follicles. So as I told, in the initial stage only they will form millions of oogonia which will be degenerated, and they will form 60 to 80,000. Out of this they will again they degenerate to form 100. Why it is degenerated? Because of the follicular atresia. So these primary follicles again they will surrounded by the granulosa cells to form a what? Secondary follicles. These secondary follicles, that means the granulosa cells again they attach to the secondary follicles to form a tertiary follicle. So in this tertiary follicle we can see the important property or the characteristics, that is the presence of the antrum. Antrum is fluid filled cavity which is present. So at this stage what will happen? This primary oocytes, once the female attain the puberty, they again I told it will start dividing. So these primary oocytes will divide so undergo repeated division to form a two polar unequal sized E cells, that is one secondary oocytes and the first polar body. This polar body will be disintegrated or it will be degenerated. So this the tertiary follicle will be converted into mature Graafian follicle. So this secondary oocyte will be present in the Graafian follicle. So as I told, when we are discussing about the Graafian follicle structure, so there will be a presence of secondary oocytes. So these secondary oocytes will deposit a layer called zona pellucida. So when the mature Graafian follicle will be broken or released, so it will broke and it will be ruptured. So that ruptured Graafian follicle, it is nothing but the corpus luteum. So from the Graafian follicle, whatever the oocyte which will be released from the Graafian follicle, the secondary oocyte or the oocyte which is coming out, that process is known as ovulation. That is nothing but the ovulation. The release of oocyte from the Graafian follicle, that is nothing but the ovulation. So this corpus luteum will secrete some hormone called progesterone which will play an important role in the process of fertilization. So again what will happen? This corpus luteum will be degenerated to form a corpus albicans. So you can see this ovarian cycle which will be, what do you mean by ovarian cycle? Ovarian cycle is nothing but the cyclic change which is going to take place in the ovary. So this ovarian cycle which will be starts in the where? It is starts in the primary follicle of the ovary. So that is nothing but the development of the follicle and as well as the ovarian cycle. Now let us look into the process of oogenesis, how it will be occur. So this oogenesis which is having a 3 stages. So they have a 3 phase. So in spermatogenesis also they have a 3 phases, right? They have a, what is those phases? That is multiplication, growth phase and the maturation phase. So like that in oogenesis also there is a 3 phases, that is nothing but the multiplication phase, growth phase and the maturation phase. So we will look into one by one. What do you mean by multiplication phase and what will happen in this phase? In the multiplication phase, as I told, this oogenesis which will be initiated in the very early stage, that is nothing but the embryonic, when the fetus which will start developing, that time only this that means oogenesis will be initiated. So as we know that during the embryonic development, we find that the diploid germinal cells, which will undergo repeated, that means which will undergo repeated mitotic divisions to form what? Oogonia, which is also called as what? Egg mother cells, which will form oogonial cells, which is otherwise we call as what? Egg mother cells or the gamete mother cells. So they will form oogonia. So in the fetus, during the fetal development only, some of the diploid germinal cells which will undergo repeated mitotic divisions to form oogonial cells, or the name which is also called as egg mother cells, which is called as egg mother cells. So this is the first important part. What will happen here? So you have to note down the very important part of this first phase, multiplication phase. So whatever the oogonia will be divided, they will stops. So no more oogonia is formed, or it will be destroyed. So after the formation of this oogonia, there will be no other oogonia will be formed. So this is the first phase of the multiplication, first phase of the oogenesis. Next is the growth phase. So growth phase, what will happen in the growth phase? So in growth phase has to be happen, it is to be going to takes place. How it will be going to takes place? Once the female once the female attain the puberty means sexually mature, that means they have to be sexually mature by the time only. So only when the female attain maturity, then only it will come across the growth phase. It is the very important phase which will come across, that is nothing but the growth phase. When the female will attain the puberty only, so they can come across with the growth phase. So as I told, the diploid oogonia, as you can see, this diploid oogonia which will undergo mitotic divisions to form what? To form primary oocytes. They will form a primary oocytes. So these primary oocytes which will be it will increase its size. How it will be increases? Because of they will gain the nutrient which from the follicular cells. These primary oocytes which will be surrounded by the what? Granulosa cells, which is nothing but the follicular cells, and they will get the nutrient from the follicular cells, and then only it will increase its size. So this primary oocytes which will undergo what? So they will undergo first meiotic division. This primary oocytes which will undergo first meiotic division to form an unequal size. You can see here unequal sized cells. They will form a unequal size. So this primary oocytes which will undergo first meiotic division to form a two unequal sized cells. So one is the polar cell and second one is the secondary oocytes. They will form a secondary oocytes. This first polar body which will be degenerated, it will be disintegrated. So this polar body we cannot see in this spermatogenesis, right? We cannot see. This is the one difference between the oogenesis and the spermatogenesis. So this secondary oocytes, which will happen. So this secondary oocytes which is of diploid, it will be turned, the diploid cells which will be turned into haploid. So this secondary oocytes which again they will undergo meiosis division. So they undergo mitotic divisions to form again the two cells will form. One is the secondary polar body and the secondary polar body and the ovum. So this secondary polar body will be degenerated, it will be disintegrated. Only one ovum or the egg will be produces. So the egg which will be produces from the Graafian follicle, that is nothing but what? Ovulation. That is nothing but the ovulation. This is how the oogenesis process which will be going to takes place. At the end of the oogenesis, they will form one haploid cells and two polar bodies. Understood? They will, at the end of this oogenesis, they will form what? One haploid cell and the two oogenesis. That means two polar bodies which is will be degenerated. So let us see once again how this process will be going to take place. So this oogenesis which will be initiated in the fetal, that means it will be start from the, when the embryonic development will start, it will initiate at the fetal and the embryonic development. So once what they will, once the germinal cells, they will undergo mitotic divisions to form a primary oocytes. So they will, this primary oocytes which will be surrounded by what? They will surrounded by the granulosa cells, which is nothing but the follicle cells, and they increase its size. They will gain the size because of the follicle cells, and the nutrition which is provided by the follicle cells. So whatever the food is necessary for the primary oocyte which will be given by the follicular cells. So this which will undergo first meiotic divisions to form a two unequal size cells. So these primary oocytes, when it will this, how this growth phase which will starts when the female attain the puberty. When the female attain the puberty only, the growth phase will start. So this primary oocytes will divide repeatedly, that is the undergo mitotic, first meiotic divisions to form a first polar body in the secondary oocytes. This secondary oocytes which is of diploid, it will turn into haploid. So they will undergo mitotic division, that means reduction division. They will undergo reduction divisions to form two unequal size cells, that is the second polar body in the functional oocyte or the ovum. So that is nothing but the oogenesis. So from the birth to puberty, there will be some follicles will be degenerated. So some follicle will be degenerated because of the follicular atresia. When they attain the puberty, again they will form what? The divisions, the primary oocytes will start dividing. So this is the important process. They may ask for the schematic representation, or they may ask for the process to explain the oogenesis. So it is very much important for the point of view of the exam.